And then...
I'll see if the sound works.
Okay, we're live. And then I'm going to go ahead and read the start.
Sound's not working.
It's working on there, so if it's not working, it's not my problem. So,
There we go.
okay, we're live.
Okay, there we go.
So, so you guys left Dan after your airship token was stolen by Alfheim, who was then immediately killed by the Dark Warrior that slayed the dragon.
I thought the airship token got destroyed.
No, it got stolen.
No, it got stolen. Like you guys were like trying to get it, it wouldn't work. It was like creating some kind of vibrations. You're like, oh, maybe we're like within the sphere of it, gonna blow up, like get big. So we need to back up. And as soon as you backed up, he portaled in, grabbed it, and said, "It's a trap!" And then a giant greatsword came to his chest.
Oh, right. Okay, I do remember that.
And then he got
okay.
pulled into a portal.
Oh, right. Okay.
Half the party was like, "Well, let's go to Levi because that's an elven city, so they're gonna have a lot of like knowledge and stuff about what we need to do." And then the other half of the party is like, "Well, we're gonna go into Dan and resupply," and ended up not because you guys wanted to stick together. So you've been traveling northwards towards Levi, the Kingdom of Levi.
Okay.
So here is the intro, I guess. The transition into the Kingdom of Levi is stark. As the party, I need my glasses because I'm old and blind. As the party treks northward, the lush wilderness begins to unravel into something unnatural. The vibrant greenery chokes under a fading mist, curling around ancient trees whose twisted limbs seem to whisper warnings carried by the wind. The forest hums with an unseen energy, its magic palpable yet subdued, as though something has disrupted the harmony of the land. This is the edge of Levi's domain, where the whispers of forgotten spirits clash with the corruption festering beyond. Stone pillars marked with glowing elven runes stand alongside the perimeter, some flickering gently, guiding those who seek passage, while others are cracked, their glow dim, neglected, or perhaps overpowered by something malevolent. The air grows heavier as the party approaches the forest, charged with magic, with history, and with the unseen eyes of forces beyond their understanding. They feel watched before ever setting foot within Levi's sacred grounds. And then, as you... Wait. Okay, so we're going to start there. And before we actually start, everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
Just so I can get that, easy.
10.
Okay. 9 plus 8.
2. Oh my.
Okay, hold on.
7.
Yeah, plus 8.
6.
They roll like crap though.
Oh,
Restart.
yeah, we just started.
I have to restart.
Oh,
Oh, no, it's only plus 1. Okay. I'm thinking, okay, same way to get my characters. 12.
Yeah, so it's a 3. So plus 1.
10.
Oh, rolling well today.
I need, there he goes. 9, okay. All right. Do you want to roll for that, just in case?
Okay.
If you ever do, that way I just have it written down.
Be
Oh. But that WTF. I hit sushi and this first one doesn't have sushi, so why is it even up here? What is this? Have you been to search sushi?
6.
All right.
What's that?
Okay,
What's that?
so,
Hang on, can you guys hear me okay?
yes.
Sounds
Yeah.
like I'm having mic issues.
Yeah,
Now I can hear you.
There, yep. Okay.
So as, can you guys see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I see the screen.
Okay, I'm gonna take that.
Oh, I'm looking at the game log. It's not updating it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that because I don't know why it's not working.
Hey, baby. Yep, I know. You gotta mark territory. I know. I
No,
smell like
but
two
why
cats
is
and a dog.
54 this year?
How dare you
I was
bring another
checking
cat
to see
thing
if
in
it
here?
worked. And that it
She went
worked, but
straight
it's not
for my
up to
purse
this.
and was like, no, it's mine now.
I'll fix this.
There we go. That way, in case somebody
Idiot, she's fixing it.
types in the chat, it'll show up.
Yep.
Or whatever. Or if somebody's
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
hey, we're going
Doesn't
to
smell, needs to
follow.
smell like you. Good girl.
Is that gonna
You
work?
gotta show my kitties who's boss. Yep. Show my kitties who's boss.
Oh, there it is.
She's
It does
so
work.
weird.
Huh.
Hey, show my kitties who's
Okay,
boss.
well,
I know
alright,
how to
so-
stand up on that. You wanna show me who's boss?
what are you guys gonna do? What are you guys gonna talk about?
No, I don't know what's going on, so.
So the woods just changed.
That makes us donate $89.
That was a test widget thing. Unless that was real, then thank you, but I hit test widget, so.
Right.
I'll take $80 million.
Nick,
Tip's the only one that's working.
are we not? Sorry,
Kevin's
we're not.
being
We're not
cheap.
doing Twitch anymore. I
Oh,
saw.
there we go. Way to go, Kevin.
Okay.
Kevin!
So are we not doing Twitch anymore? Just YouTube? 'Cause we
Yeah,
were-
because I'm not paying the $150 a month for the Streamlabs anymore.
Okay, fair.
Well, we're on our way to Levi, so we need to go through here one way or another. I would suggest weapons out and eyes open.
My weapon's always out.
Hmm.
Yeah, I need to walk
Unfortunate.
across.
Sun's out, guns out.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Do you expect the event to be corrupted? Or...
Oh, wow.
It just doesn't look right.
Yeah, yeah, really low.
On what? Muted? Or...
They're really low.
Oh,
You're good now. You must have been far away.
okay. Okay, sorry. No, I'm saying, this forest, this corruption, did we expect this to be here?
To your knowledge, it was supposed to be how you all remember it. Being just a bustling elven city.
We're on the outskirts of the town. Like we're
No, we're on the way.
Yeah, you're like starting to enter the domain of the kingdom. So like you're getting within its region.
We're like on the outskirts of town.
Pretty much.
Does this corruption feel evil, or is it just their magic that we're expecting?
Roll a Arcana check.
Ooh,
Urine.
just urine? Okay. 8.
You don't know what's going on, but you don't remember it looking like this.
Alright. Follow me.
As the party ventures forward into the woods, you start to hear disjointed whispers, layered like fragmented thoughts drifting from the trees around them. The words are not in common, nor in entirely elven, but in a tongue old enough probably to predate the kingdom. You do not sense it speaks hostility, though it seems like the whispers are talking to themselves, like multiple whispers talking with themselves.
This is not.
Okay.
Roll nothing.
Which correction?
What do you have in the way of protection, suppose?
I mean, poison.
That's not what I had in mind.
I can. Okay. So, okay, I want to know, like, animals in the area. Am I hearing animals? Not hearing animals? So I'm assuming I need a perception.
Roll a nature check with advantage and perception with disadvantage.
Okay, so nature check with advantage.
No, what about you? What do you have weighing perception spells?
I have slow, so I can make the enemies go slower.
So first one is 10
Okay.
for nature.
Poison spray.
Second, okay, 13 for nature, and then you said perception with advantage.
The nature was
And
advantage.
then
Perception's just
normal. Okay. And 24 for perception.
Alright, so you don't seem to hear anything from nature itself, whether animal
Okay.
or just the trees and plants. However, you seem to
Not
be
protection
aware
from
of a
evil.
disturbance through nature with the kingdom. But you're not sure
Okay.
what's going on.
Alright, so as ever, it's just gonna tell the party, it's just like there are no animal sounds. That's the first sign that something is wrong in this forest. We should definitely take caution.
The fact that there's no animal sounds is the first thing that tells me there's something wrong with this forest.
And something feels very disconnected in this
Um,
area.
Let's proceed slowly.
So were you
Keep
looking
your eyes-
when you said protection, were you looking by way of buffs?
Like bubble,
Yeah.
like do you have a dome bubble or
I
like
have a
something?
shield of faith and protection from evil and good.
That's right, and because that's the shield that I give you that can move around and
Shield of
stands
faith
for
has a
me.
60-foot radius.
Getting ready.
Yeah, I would say go ahead and get that one out. Yay, we're finally using the shield of faith that we've had since like the
Alright.
second month.
Straight through the middle. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, so as you move up,
Okay, Sapphire's gonna send up a prayer to get yourself.
okay.
Speaking of.
I hear you. Where are you going?
Okay, I'm sorry. I guess I should send up a prayer to the cat. My bad. Look at that TV is getting. That's loud.
Yeah, somebody's TV's loud.
Yeah, I can hear kids talking from here.
No, it's the TV, it's not
I know. Well, the kids in the TV.
kids in the TV. Makes me think of the Zoolander when he's like, the files are in the computer.
Enough.
I know, right? Wait, can we turn down the TVs? That was the problem last time. Is I could barely hear her. I remember that. I could barely hear her over the TV.
Yeah. I don't think he heard you.
Anak.
You cat. Yeah, agrees. She's like
Yeah.
between the striped things and
Hey,
the
who's-
towels. Is that what she wants?
Yeah, probably.
That meow changed.
Oh, it did. She's like, I'm starving. I'm starving.
Fulgrim.
So, what is my level? Wait, is the new stuff with guys? Was that on Discord? Not on the website. There's mentioning all the new stuff with the gods. Like we don't get the same buffs anymore, or do we? Let me go check Discord. No, I am not loading it onto my Mac. Every time I load Discord onto my Mac, it messes up.
Somebody called Soto.
Probably, I don't know. Someone's TV is loud. That's probably what you're hearing.
It's coming from Dro's side.
Oh, I thought somebody said Tolbert.
Dro,
Yes.
why don't you take point with me?
Oh,
Ludovic and Nova, second rank. Urine and Sapphire, third rank. Anak and Ludovic bring up the rear.
maybe.
Is that what you guys gonna do?
Agreed.
Yeah, that'll work. What is
What am I doing?
We're forming ranks as we walk forward.
So where? What's the?
Oh, I
The
know
order?
that, but
Elena and Joe are in the lead. Their point.
You go where we tell you to go. Don't.
Thuldrum and Nova.
Well, it's fine. I just want to know where I'm going.
Sapphire and Yearned.
Yep.
Which I don't know if you saw your mini.
Yeah, I saw it. I was looking. I was like, "It's looking good."
That looks good. That looks real good.
Hell yeah.
Anak and Ludovan bring up the tail. Because we could likely get struck from the back just as quick as we get struck
Speak
from
on.
the
I was
front.
almost saying, speak on behind me on like it.
As you move up, you hear the sounds of the whispers becoming louder as the runestones leading the path start to flicker from a silvery, brilliant light to a deep, burnt orange color, signaling something is afoot.
Continue forward.
Wait, it's like one of those what? I'm hearing. Is that from the TV?
I don't know.
I know kids know.
So the whispers get stronger, shifting into recognizable phrases that hint at dangers ahead.
Okay.
Alright.
And Sapphire has sent up a prayer to get yourself.
Are we starting to understand the language, or is it still that unrecognized or ancient language?
You can start to decipher more Elvish language, though the ancient language is still there, and it has to have a Arcana and religion and history check.
For everyone or just
Whoever's going to try to decipher the ancient.
Well, I only speak in short
You said Arcana,
I mean, I've got
religion,
common, draconic,
I'll
and
do it.
And what?
druidic. I've got common, druidic, and
Does-
undercommon.
Does anybody can speak Elven? I think Ludovan can, because Ludovan's half elf.
I think that, yeah, I thought you could get them. Everyone's just gonna stare at Ludwig.
what do you hear, Ludovan?
Where is?
So what do I need to do?
So roll a history and a religion, and what was the other one I said? And an Arcana check.
Well, okay, go for 20 then. Yes.
And then I need to find Ian's.
Pretty solid, I think.
Looks like a crab. Look at crab. Hold on, is it showing up?
Did my rolls go through?
Yeah, they did.
What were they?
We have a 24,
24 and 10?
10 for religion, and then 10 on Arcana.
Okay.
One yeah, history.
Okay, I'm not hearing the TV on the stream. Good.
So as you try to hone in on the ancient language, there's a pause as your eyes start to widen and you drop to your knees and you hold your hands up to your head as if you're in pain. And then I sent you a DM in your Discord so you can read what I'm talking about.
Fall back to Ruben.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah, I'm falling back to her
Okay.
position, or his
This
position.
position, yeah. Luthen, are you okay? Sapphire's like ready to heal.
What is it? What do you hear? Are you okay?
Do you need me to heal you anything?
Yeah, I want to stay on the front here.
I'm gonna move this out of the way just so we can see the party.
Is this better with this closed?
A little bit.
It's kind of darker.
Yeah,
Oh,
but it's clearer, I think.
Yeah.
I think it looks fine.
Huh?
Did you perceive something with the voices?
Are you okay?
Perceive something?
Okay.
Well,
Okay, Andy.
we'll get to that after what was sent is addressed first.
Yeah, we're waiting.
So hold on.
We just gotta wait
Ian's
for it.
tapping back.
Let her read.
I have to figure out what this is. So hold on.
Hey, Jerome,
Yeah.
is your crest on?
I don't know. Probably. It's not last time. I don't ever turn it off.
Oh, the TV keeps getting like aggressively louder.
I don't know how and why it's not very loud. Can you turn that down a little bit? Honey, turn the TV
I think it's
down.
just-
some.
Like,
Turn
it's
the
like
TV down a little bit.
when you're talking, I can't hear it. It's like your mic is trying to pick it up in the background.
It's not very loud. I know that.
I don't know why, but this one's weird.
How's your noise cancellation on Discord? Have you checked your noise cancellation?
It's what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
It's on.
Maybe turn it off, turn it back on. You said it.
Because I'm sitting across in my normal spot and I can hear the TV loud and clear.
I don't know how. I can't hear it hardly. So I'm just going to put my mic up until it's time for me to talk.
Okay. That works.
It does work.
I've had to do that in these before. What is the new? What is our obsession with spicy? I hate it. I just want regular sushi rolls. Maybe a little bit of spicy mayo is fine, but like we don't need sriracha. We don't need. They're like salmon lovers. Spicy salmon. I'm like, that's not. No, the salmon lover does not like spicy salmon. Thank you very much. No, thank you. I was like, that's not a salmon lover's roll. Do like a spicy. It's like everything. It's just like the past 5 years, like sushi's just been spicy, 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 spicy.
Everything has been.
Says the
That's just so bland, they gotta add something to it.
It is not bland. It is beautiful. I love sushi.
Oh no!
Ugh.
Show mine some heat.
Every sushi I've ever tried is just bland and tasteless.
Never.
Oh, you're not getting sushi from good places.
Yeah. You gotta go to the good
Hey,
places.
Sunoco's a good place.
Hey, good biscuit.
Oh my god. gas
It's
station
a great,
sushi.
great
That's like-
place to wind up on the toilet for like a month.
It's just, to me, it doesn't matter
Right?
if it's soak it so
Exactly.
soft in wasabi, it's still.
It's a recipe for norovirus.
I don't like wasabi. It's too spicy.
It's still
Cheese doesn't burn out.
Like, it's like, it's either bland or bland with soy sauce. Or bland
You're right.
with
Not
fish
eating
sauce.
at the right places. I do put soy sauce on it.
I like if I go to a steakhouse and I get a steak, I want to be able to eat the steak and taste seasoning. I don't want to have to put, A1 or whatever. the crap is.
I usually only put A1 sauce on that Halloween. I don't do that.
I don't like
No.
A1. I don't like putting barbecue sauce on steak. I like literally
Skillet
whatever seasoning they cook it with.
Right.
Emotional damage.
Right now. It's like every.
Sam can't even hear those because he's got the soundboard blocked.
I know, oh my gosh.
There's a baby here.
One of my favorites.
So now I just think you're all weird laughing for no reason.
So I think there should be a way to unblock your block, man. Gotta force it.
Why do you have it? Why do you have it blocked?
You don't know
We're
my
obnoxious
friends,
for a
do you?
while.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
And this is the tame bunch. Compared to other pistols I'm in.
Sushi pizza.
Huh.
No, thank you.
It actually sounds good.
About 3 minutes after they released the download, I figured out how to.
See, it's always spicy. Spicy crab, spicy tuna, spicy shit. Like, can we stop?
Me and Ian are getting what's going on with Ludovic.
Combo
kind of-
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, figures.
We're figuring something out.
Yeah. It's fine.
Tough 70.
So right now,
I'm
all
shopping
you
for
guys
dinner.
see is Ludovic's on his knees, like kind of keeled over with his hands over his head and his eyes are wide open, and you could tell something's going on in his head.
The entire time this was happening, just looking around for any movement, anything that looks out of the ordinary.
Right. Roll a perception check with disadvantage.
Perception. What is this like?
Can't wait to play the real game.
5.
I
No,
don't know if
sorry.
that's right.
And you
Cool.
said the guiding stones were lighting up themselves.
Yeah, so originally as you were walking through the path, they were like lighting up a brilliant silver, and they were elven runes. But as you started getting deeper into the forest, they would almost glitch, I guess. Like they would start to fade and then shine like a burnt, rusty orange color, but then fade and come back and fade.
Urine.
The guiding stones, are there a lot of them, or are they spaced far apart?
They're spaced probably about, we would say maybe 30 to 50 feet apart.
Okay.
So you guys are trekking through the woods, and as you get in, it's getting darker and darker. The canopy doesn't seem to be getting thicker. It's just the atmosphere is getting heavier. The fog, that mist is starting to pick up, and it's getting harder to perceive things through the trees. The trees are going from normal trees to twisted roots, and the paths are getting harder to step and discern where to go.
Okay.
Urine.
Looking at the stones, are they glowing? Are they all changing at the same time, or does it look like it's orange farther down and coming towards us, kind of thing? Looking at those guys, does it look like they're tracking something themselves, or is it just
No, it's just like whatever like power or magic is instilled in these basically signposts are
okay?
it's something's corrupted them.
All at the same time. Okay.
So like the way the path through the forest is, you can't see one stone and then look down the path and see another one. Your vision is obscured. So like each time you come up onto one, you notice that it's just
looking worse
little.
than the next to the previous.
Yeah.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
So we'll say when you first started like walking through, we'll say it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. However, it seems like it's almost dusk based on how the atmosphere is in the forest. So there's somewhat of like a time dilation, or there's just a big shift in like almost like the reality of what's going on around you.
Urine.
Yes.
Can you detect magic on Ludovan?
I don't think I have one anymore. No, for instance, after the events, I don't have detect magic.
Okay. Nova,
What's up?
do you have detect magic?
I would have to see. Spells. It's a spell, right?
Yes.
And Sapphire does not have it. Does somebody else have it?
I'm looking.
Yapping wolfling.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Same thing.
I've had it in the past, but somebody else has had it, so I got rid of
we
it.
lost the ability when we were.
Oh, I mean, we haven't started the session. I can put it back, but
No, it's okay. It just appears that he's under a magical attack. To me, anyway.
A little bit of technical difficulties, so hold on. So you guys can keep like RPing about what's going on as like Ludovid's under distress.
All right.
We could kind of go through some like, as meaning or kind of figuring out what's going on, kind of go through some backstory roleplay stuff like Thaldrum now, when before everybody knew him as Brewmaster, but over the 2 years, that he's taken on his name and then let's have another. And or whatever. I got a text message. Could go talk about like some of the changes you made to your classes or whatever, or
that would work. I didn't make any changes to Sapphire.
Aleda's gotten huge. Aleda's put on probably 20 pounds, and probably 19 of that is muscle.
Where'd it go?
well, from being a finesse fighter to a
Strength.
strength fighter.
Is there any wildlife in the area?
No,
No.
none. Sapphire's already checked. Nothing's there.
Yeah.
As things
It's
got
dead silent.
as things got like kind of dismal, Sapphire, got in front of the group, sat down with her legs crossed, and she was like meditating, and you could see like a pulse of green energy going out from her as she's tried to commune with nature and the animals, only to get nothing in reply except for there's something foul up ahead.
And so you said it's kind of dark around us now?
Yeah, it feels like it's almost dusk, even though you know it's like 4:30 in the afternoon.
How far can we see around us?
You only have about a 10 to 15 foot like radius of clear sight because of how distorted the trees are and how thick the mist and fog is that's around you.
So I'm gonna break some limbs off some of these trees and light them on fire, and then kind of basically create like torches out about 10 to 15 feet beyond that to see if it illuminates our area anymore.
Okay, hold on, let me scroll all the way back up to the top. Because I actually have like the next 3 sessions planned out. Okay, so I don't have anything to say to that, so.
Well, I don't want to. I'm just trying to make sure to be able to detect any threats,
A perimeter.
if there's anything there, you know, to kind of secure our surroundings.
Alright, so as you guys are just kind of like hanging out while Ludwig's like in distress, his eyes start to wane and he slumps over unconscious
Oh boy.
up on his knees. So everybody roll a perception with disadvantage.
So, how do so just
2%
Mark,
checks, and you take the
would
lowest.
be the one.
okay?
We can right click and take advantage.
Yeah, I'm rolling in
Yeah.
person
Right
now.
click, flip disadvantage, and then hit the button.
Yeah.
What was it again?
I
Perception?
know that's what I would do, but I'm in person this time.
It's the only thing bad about those dice. They bounce.
I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
Go down. Alright, so 24 is the first one.
Wow, and I had done a freaking net 22, but 18.
10 plus
21.
16.
10 plus 13.
Okay, so as the party gathers around Ludwig, Urine and Sapphire, their ears quickly perk up as they start to look over their shoulder. As they begin to look over their shoulder together at the same time, they are pushed forward and thrown on top of the party to where everyone is piled on top of each other and prone.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good.
Do you remember what my 100-meter hurdle time was in high school?
No. It's like the last thing I'd ever remember.
Do you think it might have been 15-3? Because that's what my brain keeps telling me.
I couldn't tell you that.
Because Lauren wants to know. Because her daughter just made it to state.
I don't know. I know like 15 people I beat the crap out of my senior year, made top 3 in state the year after I graduated, so.
That's a problem.
Yes. So now everyone is going to going to hit everyone, or attempt to hit everyone.
How's it going?
What's hitting everyone?
This giant, some big hulking thing came out from like the mist and pushed Urine and Sapphire down on top of the party.
Yep.
And now everybody's prone. And
Everybody's prone.
yes, ooh, he gets advantage. So 18 plus. Where is it? Where'd it go? 18 plus 5, so that's a 23.
No.
Does
He
anybody?
has a 23.
It doesn't hit you?
No.
Okay,
25.
nice. Liz, does it hit
Never
you?
mind.
What was it?
23.
A 23? 23 hit me? No.
Okay, so anybody else? Does it not hit?
I wish.
Just the Leda and Nova? Okay, so it then does a necrotic clutch, and everyone but Aleda and Nova feels what feels like a vine or tendril wrap around their legs, crushing and penetrating their skin, and they can feel burning inside their leg for
Sorry, y'all.
We might be fighting this one ourselves.
for 2 damage, and then everybody must. Yep, 2 damage, but then you have to roll a Constitution saving throw.
On turn or right now?
Right now,
What are we doing?
a Constitution saving throw.
I got a 25 for Jerome.
Hi.
You don't because you
Okay.
passed.
This is a spell effect, right? No.
No, it's
Alright, this is
What
20.
is that?
so
16.
knock. What did you get, Dro?
25.
So it looks like what'd you get, Sephra?
16.
16. So it looks like just the Knack gets an additional 5 necrotic damage.
Ouch.
Oh, what is?
Huh?
Do we have damage? What was our damage? I missed it. Sorry.
2.
Sorry. Just trying to find food.
Aw. She loves getting on his shoulders.
And then now the round starts. And it goes again.
She's making herself comfortable.
It is going
Maybe a
to
cook out there I could steal.
screech. It's you're gonna hear it, and everybody has to make a wisdom saving throw. And you have to beat a 15 or higher.
I got a 9 minus 1.
This. At 8.
That's
Yes.
one good thing.
Doesn't count. Unless it's a really good
There's a
one.
lunch we stocked up for you.
Well, thank you.
It's when you open our refrigerator, the bottom drawer, the very middle of the bottom drawer is full of Coke.
Thank you.
So get that nose cleaned out because it's gonna be a wow night.
Did you know
Oh wait,
today?
no, a drink Coke.
Did you know today is drink a Coke day?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yes? Oh, nice.
And
So what was yours?
they told
13.
all about
13.
what
So you failed.
where Coke came
So
from.
everybody but
invented it as
Aleda
cure-all
gets
for things.
frightened until the end of your turn.
It's
So
supposed to cure
let
like
me
cough, allergies.
yeah, and then next would be everybody
all kinds of stuff.
but Aleda's frightened. She can't do anything, right? When you're frightened. Frightened. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of the fear. Okay, so yeah, you can still go. So next on the list would be Ludovin, but Ludovin's unconscious right now. So then it would be Sapphire.
Okay.
Does the 15? I got 15. Does that save me?
So Aleda. So that would be you and Aleda are not frightened. Everybody else is frightened.
So, do we still have those vines wrapped around us?
Yeah, so as you look down, you notice that it's pink in color and it looks to be of soft tissue.
I'm gonna burn it.
Okay.
So, gonna just get the produce flame in my hand and put my hand on it and burn it.
With disadvantage
Okay.
because you're frightened.
I would be too if something was digging in my leg.
Yep. Alright.
We're gonna do a perception check on you and urine after. We're gonna do a perception check on you and urine after she goes.
Okay.
So that you guys aren't frightened.
Okay, so the first one is 16. They're both 16.
Okay, so 16.
Yep.
Okay. Where's this thing?
2d8 damage to it.
Oh wait. 16. Yeah, that hits. Nope.
Okay.
Yes,
Wait.
it does. It does hit.
Okay. No, 11 for myself. 12 damage.
Damage is damage.
Okay. So after Sapphire burns it, you hear another squelching and coming from what was around you. As that happens, Aleda and Urine make a perception check as they look in the direction of the creature. Everybody else kind of shivers in fear.
I don't perception.
What am I rolling?
Oh, nice. Roll not.
Okay, so
I know, right?
We all rolling perception?
no, just Aleda and Urine, because you guys don't want to look at it because you're afraid.
I think we're going up against my flag.
So you're still prone, but since you could cast magic and it's not weird to like attack, you just reached down and burned it.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
as
That's what I was doing. Yep.
as Aleda looks, she looks up and sees Urine kind of in front of her, blocking her view. And as he looks up, he sees what looks like an undead creature, his stomach torn open and his intestines reaching out, grabbing everyone else in the party.
His intestines are grabbing people?
Yes.
Shoot, I should have
That's
used my
new.
sword.
That's a facial
Oh, well.
expression.
Darn, I have
That's
my
new.
sword as a bonus. Oh well, it probably would have been smart to
That's
pick
a
up
first.
sword in a
Right.
dog pile.
All right, we got Aleda.
Great.
Hands and
Yeet
intestines.
Saw!
Okay.
With command to attack that thing.
Okay.
Watch out for the hands and intestines.
Yeah. Okay.
Burning hands.
And I will attempt to stand up.
Okay, that costs an action. So you expend one action to stand up, and you in doing so you also summon your djinn, and that's all you can do, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So now we have an act.
Oh, but that takes
One shot.
If you're a prone when you get up, isn't it half the movement?
It's half your movement, but it costs an action because you're. I'm pretty sure it costs an action. So it's like you don't get to. If you have more than one action, you're reduced in action, but then you also don't have the ability to move around as much because it's like effort during battle, based on how it works in Baldur's Gate 3.
That's why I get up.
Is that it?
Yeah, I get up now.
Okay, I didn't know if you had more than one action. All right.
I do, but I'm frightened I can't move closer to it. So,
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Well, you can. Let me see. That is okay. So after the end of your turn, you are no longer frightened. So Sapphire is no longer
not.
frightened.
I'm not frightened.
You are no longer frightened now, and now it is Thaldrum's turn.
Okay.
Just gonna
I
circle
don't need
back
to stand
around.
up to
Mm-hmm.
fire an arrow, do
What?
That's why Brandon has such terrible
I? I
posture.
don't need to stand up to shoot my bow, do I?
Yes,
It's like you need to sit up straight, like a cute.
because you won't be able to get like the posture you need to actually pull your bowstring because you're like laying on the ground, and you're like. Your, I guess, point of view isn't like
Whoa.
super clear.
One action I'm standing up, and then my second action I can fire my bow.
With disadvantage, yes. 18 hits. Eight damage. Okay, that does.
I've been alone.
Yeah. Okay, so as you shoot your arrow, It lands in its gut, and the tendrilous intestine recoils off of your leg back into its stomach, and then Dro goes.
Am I also prone?
Yes. The only two that weren't. Well, everybody was prone. It was just Nova and Aleda that weren't frightened.
Alright, I'm gonna stand up.
Oh wait, so we're prone too?
Yeah, we got
Oh, I didn't think
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah, you just didn't get frightened.
I'm gonna use one action to stand up.
Okay. Do you only have one?
And
Or do you have two?
I have 2 attacks per action, but I don't know about, like, how does that work?
So you have one action. So that means
Standing up is my action.
correct.
But then I have bonus actions I can do.
Okay, so what's your bonus actions?
My bonus action is going to be to enter a rage.
Roar. Okay. You grit your teeth and start to growl.
Whoa.
Now the Jinn
Broke her legs.
goes.
2 attacks. Plus 9.
Now your legs are really attached to your body,
It's
so
an
if you
18.
bend your leg too far, your leg will
Yes.
fall off like Barbie's. So be careful.
And 18 again.
Okay, they both
You
hit.
can't fix your legs.
Ready? Die 12. Plus 5. 15.
Okay.
And 9.
As the Jinn cleaves its swords into the creature from the side, more of the tendrilless intestines recoil off the party and back into its gut, though it's seething, and they slowly start to come back out again. Yoren.
Okay. I'm on the ground, but I'm not here. I will cast some Agnazar's Scorcher, the fire, just a kind of beam of fire there.
Okay.
At him. Will make a dirty 16.
She's looking up at the TV.
So
Full damage, or for half damage.
you got a 15 plus 3, so that's an 18.
So it'll be half of 10.
So 5
Fire
damage.
damage.
All right.
Yeah.
So as you shoot the flame beam at it, it engulfs his body, and the open stomach ends up searing and cauterizes closed. The intestines that were sticking out slump onto the floor and start to squirm away into the forest.
Yeah.
At least they're going away.
Noah.
Clearly vomiting.
Alright.
No.
Bleh.
Nova.
So the threat is gone? Or at
Oh,
least
no,
one of
he's
them
still
is?
there.
No, it was just some of the intestines fell off and squirmed away.
Some of them. So there's still more intestines.
No, he cauterized the open wound, so like what was hanging out fell off. Everything else has been sealed inside.
Okay.
I don't.
Are any of the foes within 60 feet of us?
Yeah, he's right in front of you guys.
Oh, am I still prone?
Yes.
Heart nuggets. Let's see. I'm on my bonus actions right now because I know my action would have to be to stand up, right?
Yeah.
So there's first action. As a bonus action, is there anyone that is in need of heal?
I think the only person that took damage was well, everybody took 2. Somebody else took Anak took some necrotic damage as well.
Damage, that's right.
Okay. Well, I can do lay on hands
I'm good.
and restore a total of 15 HP.
He said, "Don't worry about it."
No? Okay.
Yeah, only thing,
Got like a searing light or something.
Do you have another action, or do you only have the one action?
I have produce flame.
No, I mean action. I don't mean like spells. Like
This is listed under bonus actions.
right. But how many actions do you have?
How do you see that?
Go under
you
actions.
only have one action, but if you take an attack action,
Well, she stood up, so she lost the action.
Yeah, I lost the action because I stood up.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you had.
So
two.
this is under bonus actions.
Okay.
So I have produce flame, divine favor, divine smite, another divine smite, healing word, shield of faith, channel divinity, lay on hands, heal,
So just
lay on
either
hands, purify poison, and wild shape.
either do nothing or do something. That's up to what you want to do. Remember, you're not frightened, so you
Yeah,
don't have disadvantage.
I know. I guess. Do we know what we're up against already? What they are?
No, we have no idea what it is.
Okay, I'll do this then. I'll channel divinity, divine sense, for the next 10 minutes or until I have the incapacitated condition. You know the location of any celestials, fiends, and undead within 60 feet. And you know its creature type. In the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place, object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the Hallow spell.
Okay, so as you do that, your vision sharpens and the creature glows a faint green color with wisps of like a pinkish purple. The green signifies to you that this is an elf. However, the pinkish hue determines it's some form of undead, yet not entirely. Something is corrupt within the being itself, though you can't tell. You also see past it a large pink aura, but at its core is a deep blue. And that signifies that there's like a sanctified or otherwise pure something in front of you. However, it is corrupted to a point, but you can't tell anything other than that.
So we're just looking at a lot of corruption.
A lot of it is a lot.
Fine.
Oh, it's my turn to. I'm waiting for something else, but apparently not. So
I was just standing there looking at
I'm
it.
like,
yeah, well,
it's fine.
I texted Ian again. She had to step away for a second, so I just relayed that. Oh, there's one. Do we have pencils anywhere?
I have a mechanical pencil right here.
Yeah, can I? 'Cause
It's
all my
got
pencils
a
are
fresh, good eraser.
Okay. So it is going to step up.
I don't know what this is. What is this?
What? Oh, that's a driver extension.
It is a driver extension.
Like, why is it with my pens and pencils?
Probably because I told Seth to take my tools in there, and he probably just saw it thinking it was a pen. And just set it next to him.
Okay.
Because I used it. I thought I was going to need it for that, and I didn't. Okay, it's going to start to like have jerky movements and reposition itself closer to Sapphire, behind Dro,
Okay.
between Sapphire and
So,
Urine,
like,
and it's gonna work
right over
right
here?
between you two,
Okay.
kind of in front of that
Feel it?
stone.
Okay.
Somebody want to move it?
Oh, you got it.
You can move the stone out of the way, yeah. Because I couldn't see anybody else. So yeah, it like moves effortlessly, almost as if like
Of course.
fluid, where it just without any type of resistance, almost seems to like clip through the trees without any hindrance at all, and then does its what's it gonna do? It's gonna do an attack on Urine and Sapphire, and it's gonna hold its arms out, and what can only be described as veins are gonna bust out of its skin and wrap around
No.
both Urine and Sapphire's head, where the ends of them are starting to like try to burrow tendrils into their minds.
Oh, we need
Ew,
to stop
ew,
this.
ew, 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 ew.
You got worms.
Sushi worms!
Oh my.
That's what you get when you eat sushi from Sunoco.
So
Just-
on your
I know,
turn,
right?
on Urine and Sapphire's turn, unless you guys kill it before then, you will have to do an intelligence saving throw of DC 14.
Okay.
So now, though, it is Ludovind's turn. We'll say, hold on, Ludovin reply.
Chop one of the arms off.
Ludovin is still unconscious.
Oh.
So Sapphire, roll an intelligence saving throw.
Yeah, intelligence saving throw. Ah, fuck.
It has to beat a 14.
10.
Okay, so you are now under its control.
Alright, guys.
So
Try not to kill me.
next
No,
is
You try not to kill us.
Aleda.
I'm
not worried about that.
Before we start. Okay,
Tell you to take care of yourselves.
she stood up last round. He's moved position.
Wait, but I would still be on the ground, so it's controlling me on the ground. So it still has to use action.
So you're gonna be a slithery snake.
The lady's gonna charge him
Okay.
and use an action surge and try to carve him into small pieces.
Oh.
Or at least do her very best to do so.
Okay, roll an athletics check.
And it goes. Go for that. I'm gonna grab some water because she's gonna be here soon.
Alright, so you succeed to run over to him without tripping or fumbling over the rest of the party or any entwined roots.
Sounds good.
Anything that would be in the way, you just crushed it under your foot in sheer determination.
Alright, here we go. I gotta update this character sheet. Still got roll strength on it. 5. That's a custom roll. Gosh darn it. Where's my attack roll?
Right next to the to hit. Or that is the to hit. It's the plus right next to your weapon. Should be like a +5 or +7 or +3.
It is. It's +5.
So you just hit that and it'll automatically roll your d20 +5.
All right. For some
But
reason,
if
it's
it's not
just
the correct sheet, it won't be.
right. It's gonna stick with that.
Alright, so
try it again. I got a second attack.
Okay.
Using an action surge. Oh my god.
as
Yeah, I know, right?
Are you using what weapon are you using?
It's just her longsword.
Okay, so as you reach in and go to slash and cut him, and maybe even try to separate the veins from Sapphire and Urine's head,
Right.
he dodges, then ensnaring with more tendrils coming out of his armpits, snares your longsword and your wrists as you fight to get free.
Oh, lovely.
An act.
You're up and ready to.
Yeah, everybody's up and nobody's frightened anymore.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to go into a rage.
Okay?
I forgot to do that.
Yeah.
And then, how far away from him am I?
You are about 10 feet. So, like, basically between you and him is Ludovin laying on the ground.
I'm gonna go like around Ludovin. And then I think he can hit him twice.
Okay, we'll just say you step over top of Ludovin because you're giant.
Here's the correct sheet. It's down in your copy with your strength and everything else. So.
Don't see it.
Alright. Almost at the FedEx.
Are you rolling?
I'm looking for something else.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
I'm good.
What is he looking for?
Something.
Get a roll.
Sounded like he said some anal. I was like a little confused.
Yeah, then I kind of had it twice.
Okay.
You already had it twice?
What is up with this? 27 hits.
I can't.
14.
14 hits as well.
Yeah, high noon plus Ativan.
So that's 13 damage. 6.
Alright, so as you bring up your great axe, are you using a great axe or a great sword?
Great.
Alright, you swing and you cut through its gut, spilling his intestines out, leaving just a
Another.
hollow cavity. Then you bring it down and cleave him to where he almost splits in half. As you do that, Sapphire stands up, reaching for Nova.
What?
Grabs her Holy Avenger, and her eyes roll back in her head as she starts to chant something in that ancient language you heard.
Oh, that's
As she does, the Holy Avenger starts to glow and then turns to ash, but just the hilt and the guard.
oh.
At this point, how do you want to do
Sorry.
this?
What? She just ruined my weapon?
Yep.
So now
What?
you get to determine how this thing dies,
What?
Sam.
You just destroyed the Holy Avenger.
What? I don't have the power to do that.
You do now.
Apparently you did.
I don't.
You turned it to ash.
I'm only level 5.
I'm gonna lop its head off.
All right. So you
just
swing
didn't
your
like
axe
the fact-
around.
He's been trying to get rid of that thing since he gave it to you.
I know.
Cleave his head off his body.
That's
As it
problem.
does, you hear a guttural noise come out of his mouth, and with that, you start to hear a tone of some more of that ancient language until Again, his whole body disintegrates into ash as Sapphire regains her wits. Wow. Her hands, all the fur has been like singed off from the amount of magic that was released and what she did to the Holy Avenger.
Oh,
She has
man.
naked hands.
Oh boy. All right.
Well,
Go to Ludovan.
wait, did you say I'm no longer under control?
Yes, and you have naked hands.
Yeah, all the fur.
The
got burned off your
energy
hands.
that you
Oh.
use, it's all that like
Do I have memory?
Singed.
Do I have memory of what happened, or?
yes, and your memory of what happened. It was as if as soon as those veins attached and started burrowing into your mind, you had your normal like first person perception view, and it was like you were pulled inside your body to where you were like in a glass case of emotion, looking out into a dark void with just these two windows that you could look out through, which would be your consciousness. You were trapped within a void within yourself.
Okay, so Sapphire's looking. It's gonna feel kind of dazed and looking around the fight. But
I don't want to stay here. I'll carry Ludovan.
Hold on real fast. Okay.
wow, that is way more than 8 pieces. It's only gonna be 8 pieces. Okay then. That scared me.
So as the creature fades into the dust, into the mist, and Sapphire regains her awareness, she growls extremely loud of the pain that her hands, her paws have just endured. This actually like jumps Ludovan back awake as he slowly starts to stand up, feeling as if he's increased his weight tenfold. Every single movement is an action is as if he's running through quicksand.
What did you experience, Ludovan?
He looks up and all he can say is Takesis. Then he vomits uncontrollably. Then embers in his hair start to glow. And then the actual length of his hair grows about 2-3 inches a little longer. Enough to substantially show that something is happening.
I'm using
Don't know
cure
who that
wounds
is.
on my hands.
Do you need me to carry you?
He just kind of looks up and then collapses into your arms.
That's a yes.
Alright. Sapphire's curing her wounds.
Now I'm gonna go back to my notes to see.
Probably don't have hair, but
Nope, it's gonna take time to grow that hair back,
at least I can cure any wounds.
and it's gonna itch when it comes back in.
Mhm.
So you take a moment to rest and compose yourselves, vigilant and on guard at the same time, seeing shadows dart through the mist, the trees creak and crack in the wind, almost seeming as if they're moving around you. As you look back, questioning whether you should move forward or not, the path is gone. You can no longer recognize where you're at, though the path still leads ahead in front of you.
I think our options are limited. Whoever wants to take point with me. Yeet soul. Let me use the gym.
Let's go.
Okay, get the dead guy, big fat dead elf out of there.
Get out of here, fatty.
Poor Gunther. No. Oh,
Gunther, you've changed.
yeah. All right. So as you start to move up, Nova's senses are still sharp. The mass that was a deep blue, surrounded with the pink aura, comes into focus. It looms over you, casting a shadow through the dense fog as its vision is obscured. But as you move forward, it slowly becomes clear. Roll perception.
Everyone or just Nova?
That's everybody.
Ready? Everybody. Perception.
That didn't work. I here.
I have to
Look
revert
at a
because this one,
21.
my copy and it doesn't show up, I don't think.
2
Let's try this.
plus.
Yeah, it's
what's the
not
perception? 9. I'm not seeing any.
17.
Okay.
14.
I need a snack.
Everyone's rolling perception.
Did that show up? Okay. I got a roll.
Hey.
So I don't have Dro or Thuldrum.
21.
Okay.
Joe was 21, yeah.
Oh yeah, he was 21. I don't know why I was thinking of 9. So we need Thuldrum and Ludovic. You can start playing again. You're conscious,
I got a
but
9. I got a 9 left, so I'm gonna roll again.
it's not showing up, or it's being late.
I got an 8.
So okay, so Dro walks up with a questioning look on his face. Well, everybody's like, "Oh wow, look at this giant tree that looks like a person." And he rolls a nature and a history check.
Critical fail. I got a 0.
How do you get? I think you
A 0 on what?
-1.
Oh yeah, I have super buried
Oh,
now.
it's inside of it.
Because I had a -1 on my barbarian.
History is 4 or 18.
You got a history of 18 and a nature of 0.
0 to nature.
All right, so wow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the hell this is, but I know it's historically significant. Is that a tree?
I don't know what the hell this is. This is just.
No.
So it's not recognized as
Wow!
rock.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Oh.
How did the guy resist 0?
Technically, it's just a critical fail.
1 minus
That's
1.
gonna fall over. Good luck.
I don't need luck.
So what happened here?
Hold on, I'm trying to get the picture.
He's trying to stabilize it on top of a tree.
On top of a tree on a mountain.
No, the cat's probably gonna hit in like 5 minutes.
You want to see if she wants more food?
Laura,
there is food in the bowl.
Laura, you want to eat? Eat?
Yes, she wants more food. All right, so
She can see the bottom.
as Dro walks up and everybody's like, "Oh wow, look at this like weird tree that seems to be frozen in place."
She's not filming. Want to eat?
She or he's he
What do you think, Laura? Eat.
She's coming. Slowly.
Want to eat?
He looks questioningly, not knowing what the creature is, but he remembers seeing them from his homeland. He recognizes them as guardians of the forest, and like in his homeland where he's from, they stand resolute and they're ancient, not being, anything but the legends say that they were once, they would roam the forest and protect the forest, and they were imbued with ancient magic. He remembers something that I'm going to text him so that he can say it and send me, for roleplay purposes. So,
I love them.
Stupid OneDrive.
I will say though,
What's it doing now?
I can't turn on autosave because OneDrive's not hooked up.
Oh god, I hate that. I both love it and hate it all at the same
I hate
time.
OneDrive. It's pointless. I don't like it.
Well, what I hate is like I want it backed up
Oh,
in the
you're saying
cloud,
you can't
but
Discord,
like
okay.
I want it on my
Oh,
computer.
am I?
But as soon as you
I
turn it
just
off,
sent it in a
everything
text.
disappears from your computer.
No,
I'm like, but I want it on my computer.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get back to the.
But I like it because I have this computer and my gaming computer, so then I can go back
Okay,
and forth
so-
with OneDrive,
Right.
which is helpful.
What's your Wi-Fi?
Is that supposed to say?
FBI Soprano fan? No,
Hilts?
NSA.
Is that supposed to say hilts?
Yes. Did it autocorrect?
Okay,
Yes.
they said gilts.
Yeah.
I can't remember what this is called, but in my homeland, the wood made from these creatures was used to make magical hilts and handles for different tools and weapons. So maybe, just maybe, we can harvest it.
As you get closer to it, you start to look at its hollowed eyes as they stare into nothingness. But you can sense that power still lingers within. The presence feels familiar yet fractured, as if something is missing. It seems as if it no longer watches over the wood or Levi, but has been silenced by something greater. But for how long, you do not know. So now what?
I'm gonna pull out my great axe and try to kind of knock a bit off.
I was like, should
Okay,
we?
cast a religion save with disadvantage, but have advantage on to
Save?
attack. Yes.
So, religion with disadvantage.
So I was like, we really should investigate. If it's still alive, we might want to help it.
I got an 8. And then what else?
And then you got advantage on to hit.
An advantage to what?
To hit.
Oh, okay. So I need to roll an attack?
Yeah, like roll to attack, but with advantage.
Just 1 or 2?
You're just gonna roll to attack. You're not gonna do damage to it because you're just gonna roll to see if you actually hit or if like you miss.
21.
So you hit. So as your axe sinks into the wood,
It's a bad idea.
the eyes start to flicker up, and it slowly moves, ever so slightly. Its branches and vines creaking and cracking, splintering into pieces. The eyes glow with a very vibrant, almost emerald green, as they project a scene of something that happened in the past. You can only ascertain that this might be some type of a fragmented memory of what might have happened to this creature, and it might give you some insight into what might have started the issues that you are starting to face. What you see is the woods alive and full of life. Sunlight's coming in, but as this vision that you guys are seeing, it's like you're seeing through this thing's eyes. A dark black cloud is rolling in, and a thick fog is moving through the trees. And as it touches the trees, the leaves and the branches wilt. And
What's that?
music, I don't know.
Or what?
That was random.
Yeah, it was really.
Pretty music. But
And as that happens, a dark figure starts to manifest within the fog. As you can sense that this guardian Trent is like walking towards it to enact some type of a protection spell or action against whatever this is that's starting to loom into the forest. You see a crack of white and purple, almost like lightning, come from the fog, and then its vision fades.
Whose vision fades?
This vision that this guardian Trent like basically emanated out, that you guys could like see this vision of what might have happened in the past.
like our comments on YouTube.
There's comments. Who's on YouTube?
MR.
It's Matt.
Oh.
Hey, what happened? What do I need to tell everyone this?
No, everybody sees
Or
this.
they all? Okay. I didn't know this was gonna happen.
Sarah's just like, he's not like that.
Is my axe still like lodged into it?
Yes. You have to do an athletics check with advantage to get it out.
I have athletics advantage. Ew, 14.
As you start to work your axe out, there's a faint glow that starts to emanate from within the Trent. As it does, the air around you begins to darken. The whispers return
Only around me or around everyone?
around everyone. And as they return, you can faintly hear this ancient tongue being spoken, but also Elvish and what can only be described as like a very old dialect of Common. It's almost like what we would think of like Welsh. Like you can understand it, but it's like really fast and very hard to understand. Almost like detailing little things about that vision that was portrayed. As that happens, the blade of your axe crumbles into dust, and the woodland guardian explodes into like millions of splinters onto the ground.
There's two others.
My axe!
Oh no.
You should have gone for the head.
Wow.
Just destroyed my great axe.
Do you have another weapon?
You still have the handle.
I have a Warhammer +1.
You got a handle?
I might. Do I have
Hey, club. Well, that'll become a club now.
I'm just gonna throw it down on the ground. I'll get another axe some other time.
As you throw it on the ground, vines grow, grab it, and pull it down underneath the surface.
Return to your original state. I have a Warhammer +1. So.
No, I was gonna say, you don't have
I have
an
an
axe.
blade.
A dagger.
Wait, where's the wood?
I have an armor blade and
I
a
also
great
have a
sword
glaive.
Two
And I got
glaive.
fists.
and a mace.
You know who else
What
has a
magic order was
mace?
Huh?
You know who else
No,
has a
no,
mace?
the hammer. The
Baymare.
axe was normal.
Buried in her chest.
No, I have it.
Oh, you took
I
it?
have the mace of Baymare.
Oh.
Oh, this doesn't need to be attuned anymore. Oh, maybe? Hold on, wait. Oh wait, no, it does. What's going on? right
Alright, so what happens now?
now? Okay, stop the balloons. I'm just like,
So
why
you
is
all
it
stand
happening?
around like and talk about what just happened.
Yeah.
Let's,
So there's just like my hair.
let's keep moving.
Oh, at least
We
we're
don't need to sit
alive.
here and we can talk and move at the same time.
Yeah,
A
let's
freaking
get
great
out of
sword.
here.
The hell is that?
I don't know. Sorry about your axe.
It's okay. It served me well. Always get a new one.
How far are we from the city? From the kingdom.
Roll
In fact,
a
I need-
perception and a history check.
History. That's a 12. Perception is a 9.
Okay, so trying to think back of
I'm gonna try
visiting
a
the
line.
city in your past, getting
Okay, yeah.
hints and glimpses of
Finish.
a life that wasn't yours. You have a sense that
You're at.
you should have been at the
Yeah.
kingdom by now, yet because of the state of the environment and atmosphere around you, you seem
I'm not
and you
using this
sense
at all.
that you are totally and utterly lost. You have no point of reference.
Well, who wants the good news or the bad news? The bad news is we should already be in the city. We're within the kingdom. The good news is we're completely lost.
Hi.
Good.
Well, okay then.
I never said that
oh.
good news is always good.
Oh.
I like the all.
So Sapphire is going to use talk with Vince. Where is it? Where's my plant magic? Plant magic. Thank you. Alright. So where am I? Where's it? I thought it was level 1.
Huh?
Did I
What
do
she's
that?
doing works. It's a good segue into the next,
Shoot.
Okay.
into our sponsor. Nap time.
I know, right?
Should be high noon. So I've drank like 4 of these. Oh, 3. This is number 3, I think.
Wait a second. Yeah, speak with plants. Found it. Alright, speak with plants. I was like, I knew I had it somewhere. It's on, so I'm going to use my Staff of Woodlands and cast my Speak with Plants and talk with the plants in the area to see if they can help figure out which direction we need to go to get to the kingdom.
So as you step forward,
3 out of 10 tries.
holding your
Yeah.
staff out, you take a knee and bow your head as you mutter druidic chants to commune with the forest around you. As you do, the grass and the leaves and even the mist itself somewhat flutters in a pulsating motion as your intentions are being projected out at the atmosphere around you. As you do, it's as if, again, shadows dart in and out of the mist, out of the shadows, but just you can't catch their sight. The trees seem to move as they creak and moan under gusts of wind that suddenly go still. the land begins to not tremble, but you can feel vibrations very subtle as it starts to shift underneath and around you. The trees moving, starting to make a clearer path. However, it gives way to an ashen soil. And once that, from your memory, a vibrant, lush prairie before the kingdom now is a barren, stagnant void of just decay and death. As you look around, you're going to roll a perception check and a history check.
Okay.
15 and 5.
So it was a perception and what else?
History.
Yes.
I got 19.
The history is also like that's you're pulling from your memories of being there before.
21 for perception.
I got 19. Hold on.
That's not everybody read that.
Yeah, everybody can do this.
Okay, I got 19 for perception and 8 for
Perception
history.
and what else?
Only 10 for history.
History.
History 10.
Um,
Perception.
Anak and Dro roll history with disadvantage because you're from like the other side of the continent and you're not familiar with this area. You've heard of it, but you've never
Whereas
been here.
I'm like north. Aren't I like north? Like, I'm
I got
close
4
by.
on history,
I'm close by.
18 on perception. Yeah, that's just
0.
wow, that's some zeros.
You have a when you're certain classes, you get like a negative stat. It was fun. It was fun being a barbarian. I was like, oh, really this, and I've got a -1.
So
Didn't even know that was possible.
16.
again,
I'm
from
a
your
giant. I ain't real smart.
from most of your memories, you remember the prairies being filled with life, children, and then scholars and students studying nature and manipulating the grass and vines as they commune with nature and be one with nature. As the elves are very attuned with the natural forces, being one of the higher races of Adonai. However, as you look out and the mist seems to dissipate some, you see scattered throughout the clearing motionless figures standing in eerie silence, humanoid forms clad in decayed remnants of elven attire. Their twisted faces and its twisted faces are expressions not of peace but of eternal suffering. Their bodies are frail yet unnaturally intact, paralyzed in grotesque stillness as though trapped in time. Along with these figures, you can see apparitions of ghostly beings slowly moving and then stopping, periodically like turning and just meandering around as if they're caught in a loop without any sense of purpose.
Let's move forward. See how they react to our presence.
Roll a performance check
Everyone
with
just
disadvantage,
Elena.
Elena.
Okay.
With disadvantage. Boy, you just hate me tonight, don't you, Green Guy?
I think it's time for them to go on the dice jail.
Well, it's a 13 either way.
Okay, so
I think it's dice jail might be time.
as you step forward, your foot comes down and starts to step on a stick. It starts to creak just slightly as you notice the body start to shake and contort, slowly twisting in your direction. You ease off your step.
The trio's still going behind us.
Roll perception.
16.
Yes, as you look behind you, the trees end up almost creating a wall of just gnarled roots and branches, impenetrable of sight, but maybe 1.5 feet.
All right. They react to our presence. We may have to fight our way through here.
Okay.
Oh.
So
I switched staffs. I can now cast fast without a trace.
Give it a try.
Alright.
roll what you said as a performance check.
All right.
How's that performance check?
Just a normal performance check.
Notice.
9.
As you turn and say that, you hear "Yeah!" and you hear all 3 of the creatures closest to you, which are where?
How many charges is this? Oh, it's not charges. It's not charges. It's at will.
Where are you at? You're here, so we're gonna have you come
Do it
up.
at will. Okay.
Well, this happened as you were like trying to figure this out.
No. I'm gonna see them and then I'm casting fast without trace. We're just gonna vanish.
Or so you think. This is the same kind of stuff that made the Holy Avenger disintegrate.
Come on.
Is that everybody?
Good, we can use the materials to make a new one. I think so.
Well, you're up front, so. You guys are kind of all surrounding Ludovic.
Yep.
He's still somewhat dazed from being
Okay.
knocked unconscious. Okay.
Alright.
So, and then 3 run up.
No, like seriously, as soon as Sapphire hears that sound, she's casting fast without trace.
Does the camera
like,
need to be
as she's
adjusted?
saying-
Yeah, I'm getting that next.
So as she's saying, I can cast fast without a trace. She's gonna hear that sound and just cast it.
As you cast it, you hear a as the world around you. You can see a pulse of magic go out, identifying that you are being cloaked. As that happens, a pulse of
When does
black
detect magic
energy
do that?
rolls like a thick smoke out of the gates of the kingdom, literally dissolving your spell without any effort as these 3 creatures run up.
Oh.
So I was like, so does this mean all magic's not going to work?
Probably. Okay.
I might.
No, do you have another weapon?
I have a few.
I was gonna say, yeah. And you have your shield. Put out your shield. Keep on your turn.
I wouldn't.
Flying shield. Flying shield 60 feet. Oh, I don't know. Do we have... That might help us. Okay.
Okay, I need to do this.
Okay. Well, I've got
Yeah, I have a spear. I have a silver short sword. I have a shield.
Yeah, so
I have
the creature's head
Animated
snapped
shield.
toward
mace of
you.
Bayonet,
Suddenly,
a longbow.
they jerk into movement, their motions unnatural, twitching, spasming, violently contorting as they come to life and rush you. What follows is not mere pursuit, but a terrifying race towards their targets, their twisted bodies screaming and with haunting cries, calling more of their kind with each dreadful echo. The forest shifts as they multiply, swarming toward the living intruders. Your party, with rabid speed, an endless tide of cursed remnants, bound together by something unseen. And then I have to go to their stat sheets that I made.
Choppy hacky time.
Yappy hacky time is my favorite time.
Alright, so
might need to.
we are going to go with.
How long has it been since the last time we were fighting?
Like,
We'll say like an hour and a half. You guys have been like going through just slowly walking through because Ludovin's been like, even though he's like awake, he's like very weak because he's still, you could tell something's still going on in his mind as he just keeps repeating Takesis, Takesis, almost with the crazed look in his eyes. While the embers in his hair glow ferociously.
Nice.
Alright, I'm getting stats up. I know what I'm doing.
So we have Ludovin, you're up first if you're able to focus
Snap out
on
of it.
attacking. Are you able to, or are you
Yes.
still okay?
Yes, I think I can.
Okay.
Just a second here. Is this something that I would want to punch?
Just think of they don't look like undead creatures. They look they're elven. They're elven beings. However, they are like emaciated to the point where it looks just like skin on bones. Yet you can tell because of their jerky moments or movements and their screams that they're something, but they don't look undead, even though the minis do.
So we're not killing them.
Well, you guys can do whatever you want to do.
Carve them up.
Coming for it.
I mean, they're they're clearly attacking us. I say we kill them.
Are they attacking us though?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They could just be coming in for hugs. I mean, you know.
Hey, you guys.
I know,
My
right?
hugs.
And we don't have Pass Without Trace anymore, or?
No,
No,
it
another magic
murdered it.
literally disintegrated it, like
Yeah.
canceled the spell as soon as it made touch.
I'm wearing a ring of invisibility.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
No.
Why?
Magic is corrupted.
Magic is corrupted here.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
This is bullshit.
Yeah, I know, right?
Man, this
Like,
is
would
some
make a sad
bullshit.
attempt with the scimitar. Oh, damn.
What was that? What movie was that?
24.
Avatar's running at 24.
Scimitar for
It's a half-baked.
24 lands.
And it's a nat 22.
Okay, so then you're gonna roll for damage because it's gonna. Well, it should have.
Did it roll the critical
It
damage?
didn't roll the critical
It did
damage.
not.
So roll it again, and we'll just double the damage. So 15 damage. So, all right, we got 3. Okay, you're gonna slice, and you're gonna actually hit 2 of them, and as you hit them, you could see they recoil in pain, yet then immediately start back up. Instead of blood flowing from the wounds, it's like more of this dust that the Great Axe, the Holy Avenger, and that one creature like disintegrated into. It almost looks like ash. The same as that's covering the ground. Okay. So after Ludovin, is that all you're gonna do? Is that all you're able to do?
Yeah.
Okay. So now it's gonna be Sapphire.
Sapphire's gonna activate her armor and turn into an owlbear.
Okay.
Ooh.
Do I have an owlbear?
Oh.
I might have an owlbear.
That's what you did.
I thought I did too.
I mean, I've only had this armor for like ever, and I haven't used it because I keep forgetting.
I know I have a STL for one, but I don't know if I actually have a real model.
Printed.
I think you do, because I remember seeing
I thought I saw one in the creature section. I mean,
Well, there's been a lot of movement, and I don't know if one of the kids took it for their thing.
Is it up on the wall?
No, those should be just people.
Yeah, those are just people. It's too big to be up on that wall.
that's a pretty common. Owlbear is a pretty common creature to get in a set. So.
I need to go make my own owlbear.
I can't sit down.
There's a bunch of
Sit
minis
down,
that
I shake
cover up,
with
too.
my medicine that I'm on.
Oh,
I
wow.
tremor from it.
Really?
Yeah, it's driving me nuts.
Well, I can't find the owlbear.
Okay.
Yeah, so it makes
We'll
me-
use like this giant
So,
wolf
If
as
I'm
a
like
stand-in
standing up and like
until.
moving, it doesn't do it. But if I'm sitting down trying to focus on something, it's
Ooh, that's annoying.
That's no thing.
yeah. I was trying to eat a rat earlier, and I was like doing this,
Ooh,
and
that's
so it's like your hand's shaking, and I'm like, I know.
I thought you were gonna be like, and I was doing this, and I was like, what?
God. Ugh.
So Sapphire's here, so you're gonna go.
The adamant
That's an owlbear, everybody.
But I still.
Yeah, yeah, that is.
Just
Yeah.
not trying to always move.
I think it's got I think it looks more like a wolf.
It is because I don't have an
Okay,
owlbear,
I was gonna say.
or I just can't find it. I thought I thought I had one, but either,
Travesty is a pretty common creature.
yeah,
I know.
I bet one of the kids has it, like either in their room or in the Lego table downstairs for their campaign
Yeah.
that they were
Well,
running.
you're just gonna. All right, I'll put that
So-
on my list of things to buy. I'll buy myself another owlbear.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Do I get to it? I don't know how the owlbear works. I'm assuming that's my action. Do
That's
I
your
get-
action,
do I
unless
get a
you
bonus?
have.
Can I use my bonus as an owlbear?
I think if the owlbear has a bonus action.
Does the bonus? Okay, no, I have to use the owlbear bonus action. All right. Is there a bonus action? No, there is no bonus action.
Okay. So then we got Aleda.
Alright. I got one close to me here, I see.
Yeah, so there's like the whole party's kind of. We got Thaldrum and Dro have one kind of right on their sides, and then Dro and Aleda, and then Aleda and the owlbear.
I'm gonna take the one that's here with
You're not attacking the owlbear. Thank you very much.
No, there was one right between like
Oh.
you and.
Oh, okay. One
that
over.
one. That one is between me and the owlbear.
Okay.
Don't attack me. I know I created the whole event, but it wasn't my fault.
25.
25 hits.
What the hell is that? I can't even see that guy. Okay. I think it was a 3, so we're not gonna worry about that one. My 25 hits, so die 8 plus 8. Ooh, nice. 16.
All right, 16 damage. And that's going to be okay. It's going to scream, and 3 more. Well, creatures, a ghost, and then another creature's going to run up. So now you have 6 creatures around you.
Boy.
And they're all like basically surrounding the whole like front. So, Anak.
Okay,
Like,
so as I'm looking at the field from the camp,
Yes.
on the right side, there are 3 that are right next to each other.
Yes. So there's one right here, right here, right here, right here, and right here. There's one right here, and right here. So there.
Okay, so there's 4 right next to each other by that plant.
Well, there's 3 right here, and one's kind of off more towards this. But there's 3 right next to the plant, and then there's 2 over here on that side. So it's like a group of 2, group of 3, and then one's kind of straggling.
That group of 3 next to the plant, there's a ghost in there, you said?
So of
Yes.
the party makeup, who's on the left? I see Urine's in the back.
So we have Tholdrum and Dro, Aleda, Nova's kind of back here, and then you have Sapphire as an owlbear. They're all up front. I mean, up in line with the mobs.
I'm gonna go around Urine and get behind the 2
Okay.
on the left. And I'm gonna swing away. I'm gonna bonus action rage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to let's do something fun. I'm going to use Great Weapon Mastery,
Okay.
which gives me I take a -5 penalty to hit, and then I can add +10 to the damage
Okay.
if it hits. So the first one is 19 -5 is 14.
That hits.
So I'm gonna hit the guy on my left. Like,
Okay.
my second screen is not working. I guess the darker colored one,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So now let's see. I have, because I'm using a great axe, right? I have an ability to cleave. So because the other guy's within 5 feet, I get it's an additional melee attack against a creature within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Would that count as my second attack, or would I still get a second attack?
You would still get a second attack.
Okay. So I'm gonna
Because
hit
it's-
him. I already hit him. And then I'm gonna cleave and hit the second guy, but there's no ability modifiers on the second attack.
Right.
So this is gonna be, I'm gonna roll to hit him, which is a 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so it's gonna be the first one is gonna be 13 plus 10, so 23 to the first guy.
All right.
And then the second one's just straight dice damage. It's not, I'm gonna roll it, but we're gonna take away the 5 from the add. It'll be 11.
All right. So you have 24 then.
The first one was
13, and then 11.
23 damage to him.
23 the dark, and
Oh,
then
that's right.
damage is,
So
Because
it's
the cleave
34 damage.
So dark guy takes 23 and the lighter guy takes
Okay.
11.
Right.
And then I'm gonna do the same thing again.
Okay.
So Great Weapon Master does -5 to hit on this. 15, so that hits. And then for the second guy, 12, another 20 to hit. So the darker guy,
That's a
24
24.
damage.
Yeah.
And then -5 to this, so only 4 to the second guy.
All right. How do you want to do this? Because you just killed both of them.
So the first one, first swing, I'm just gonna like lop both their heads off, and then I'm gonna come back the other way and cut them off at the midsection.
All right. So your axe comes and smashes their heads off. As their head leaves their body, the life returns to their face for just a brief moment until the pain and death take its grasp. Their face contorted, going from a contortion scream into a relieved sigh of reprieve, only to then go back into terror before they hit the ground. Before the heads hit the ground, the torsos collapse forward, leaving the legs standing. They lean into each other and stay standing, leaning on each other.
I know, right?
We got Tholdrum next.
I love pretty.
How many are left?
There are 4 left. Yeah.
4, 3 or 4.
Because that first attack, as a what do they call it? A reaction. It screamed, which caused more to come in. So they went from 3 to 6, and Anak just killed 2 of them.
Nice.
Lop their head off.
Okay, I am going to. What is it? Where are the enemies at?
The what? The animals?
The shit that we're killing. Or
Oh, they're-
whatever we're killing.
Yeah, they're right in front of you. So there's one. So right in front of you is Drawfredder, and then there's.
I don't see where I'm at. My street is kind of blurry.
All right, so
You're
you're right here at the end of my pin, and then here's Dro, which is Matt's character. Right here and right here, kind of like right in line with the camera, are 2 bad guys. So, and then here's Aleda and another bad guy. So there's like 3 bad guys lined up from left to right, and then there's one offset between a bad guy and Sapphire as an album / wolf.
With the wolf standing.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on
It's the light blue one.
Mm-hmm.
that wolfy thing. That's
me.
That's Sapphire.
Yep, that's me.
I mean, you can cast it on her if you want, but
Don't
Good luck for the
attack
fallout.
me! Okay.
she's gonna be pissed.
There.
Where's that big on deck?
There. I'm gonna move the rocks out of the way because it's confusing. Wait, wait, I forgot about this dude. Alright, so now.
Yeah, that's Anak.
Doesn't matter. Alright, we'll put him over here. Sorry, it's just this is so cluttered while you're trying to attack and see things. Okay, so we have 4 enemies, 2, 3, 4. Alright, there.
I didn't change anything.
Okay.
I thought I had an ability where something was standing next to something that. I should have followed that.
Alright, where would you like the hunter's mark?
Yeah, which one do you want the hunter's mark on?
What?
We're so sad. We said hearts
first
and hugs
one.
back and forth all the time, Diane.
1, 2, 3, or 4?
Oh, it's nice.
2.
There's my sweetie.
Alright.
Wish I could get a little more social, but
Yeah.
Okay, so that was your bonus action.
Yeah.
Alright.
Horde breakers, what you were thinking about?
Heartbreakers, that's right.
once on each of your charges. If they're within 5 feet of each other, you can. What do we call it?
And those two, the number one, we'll just call it number one and number two, are within 5 feet of each other. Number 3 and 4 are a little further away. 4 is definitely a lot further away. Oh, you know what I forgot about doing?
The 4 is closer to me.
This.
Yeah.
So much better.
I forgot about doing that.
Oh, there's that bump there.
Okay.
Sorry.
Throw that in there.
Well, yeah, I made them blank because you guys, the ones I had were level 10s. And since you guys
Oh,
had to reduce your XP down to level 5, I just did that today, so.
oh okay, yeah, yeah.
We have Thunderbolt instead of Drow. Okay, oh no,
You're sure if you're using ranged, Hornbreaker would be for the straight up swings if you're doing that.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, help me through this. I'm gonna attack the hunter's mark.
Where did,
Really?
so wait, why am I seeing the blown up, character card now?
Because I forgot about doing that this whole time. And just so you guys can see, I'll go through everybody's card, just so we can see everybody's card. So there's Aleda's. We saw Thaldrum's.
Board on his glasses.
Here's an X. Here is Rose. Here's Nova's. Here's Urine's. Here's Ludovin's. The new Ludovin's. And here is Sapphire's. So, yeah, I've been forgetting to do this during the combat. It's been a while, guys. Sorry.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
Feel the dirt.
Are you
A 10 does not hit.
We also don't have battle music.
Alright.
Hi, baby.
About
21 does hit.
Yeah, 6 viewers on the YouTubes.
Nice.
Two.
Welcome, everyone.
Two of them are me.
One of them is me.
All right, so we have
Three
potentially
viewers.
3 people watching us.
Welcome. Welcome, 3 viewers. We appreciate it.
Yeah. avgaming.com.
Okay, I'm gonna, with this, I am gonna fire a Tesla arrow for the damage.
Okay.
Local kitty.
Is he made of metal?
No, it's just an elf. That's
Okay.
cursed.
Squishy.
Well, he takes an additional 2d8.
Why am I the only one who's liked the video?
I don't know.
Everyone should like, video.
subscribe, and donate millions of dollars.
Matt, you're slacking. The like button.
That's it. Anyway.
All I'm seeing is promise kept with 6 damage.
Yeah, I know. I need to roll another 2d8.
Oh, okay. 9, so 14 damage.
Well, and then I got,
Okay.
card.
Right.
Oh, the
Okay.
hunter's mark damage, that's right. So 15 plus.
Inventory.
I need to find out how to get the dice rolls to show up on this screen.
Plus 4.
Yeah.
So that's 19 damage.
Yeah.
Alright. That would make that. Okay. Now it would be. They all attack in unison. And they are going to. Oh,
Am I just after them, or what?
yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Order of initiative. They are going to. I'm not gonna do that. That's kind of overpowered for right now. We'll do that tomorrow or whenever we play again.
I'm up for the while.
Okay, so they're all going to attack with their hands because they don't have weapons, and because they're like so emaciated, it's basically like their bones. So they're gonna do like almost like claw attacks. So they are gonna just in unison hit everybody that's up front. So that would be Sapphire, Aleda, and Drawfredder, and Anak. And
Alright.
so Sapphire, that's a 2, so that doesn't hit. I didn't read that.
Wait, sorry. I don't know what.
It was a 2, so it didn't hit you.
14 plus 5, that's a 19 on Aleda.
Oh.
Okay. And then
Oh!
4, that's not going to hit Dro. And then an 8 plus 5, that's a 13. Is that going to hit you, Anak?
No.
Okay, so they just swing wildly while they slowly lurch forward, getting closer to you guys.
Swing and a miss.
I like it. And then it is going to be Dro.
But then,
Okay.
can't do the +7.
Whichever one's closest to me, I'm going to try to hit with my Warhammer +1.
Okay. That's number 1. The one closest to the camera.
Okay. So I'm gonna. I have 2 attacks.
You're basically like right here.
First one does an 11 hit.
11 does not.
Damn it. The Nord does a 10.
So you swing,
But
but
as a bonus,
okay.
as my bonus action, since I whiffed, I'm gonna go into a rage.
Okay. So being used to your balanced great axe and not using the Warhammer very much, you go to swing, but your balance isn't quite set, and you miss, whiffing its head hitting the ground in a loud thud. And then it's urine.
So there's 4 left.
Yes. Yeah, they're all basically in a line from left to right, but one's in front of Anak and Dro, one's in front of Dro and Aleda, one's in front of Aleda and Sapphire and Owlbear form, and then one's just in front of Aleda or in Sapphire and Owlbear form. Crap! I didn't switch the thing.
Yep.
That's gonna
You're
go.
on new one.
Forgot.
I thought it was Lupin's.
Do the sorcerer's burst. That is just a burst of energy. My choice is to make it spiky fire on the guy in front of Anak.
Okay, so that'd be number 1.
Green, it is, let's see what it is. 19.
19 hits.
And this is going to be fire damage. 12 fire.
All right, so
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, okay. That's it.
all right, so you cast your fire spell and it lobs over Thaldrum and Dro and just douses like napalm, covers the creature. It doesn't make a noise as it just sits there and burns, the clothes burning up and lifting off in the breeze as its skin starts to char. Nova.
I'm gonna pull out a new weapon.
We'll pretend you did that before because your one got the sword because that's technically an action. So we'll just say whatever you
already have it
decide.
Okay. Yes, it's an arm blade, which is a battle axe. It's 1d10 plus 3 damage. Slashing damage. Which one's closest to me?
So none of them. You'd have to run up. So if you could get between Aleda and Sapphire,
Okay.
and then this one would be right in front of you.
Okay. I'll try to hit that one. It's a 1d10 plus 3.
You
We have to do the to hit.
switch the
To
card.
hit. Okay.
Oh yeah, switch the card. Good job.
Is it d20 to hit?
Yeah, D20 plus whatever the plus is next to your weapon. It should be like a box with a plus next to the arm blade, armband, or whatever it is, right?
No.
Are you in your inventory or are you in your actions? You're in your equipment, so you need to go to actions, arm blade, so it'd be D20 plus 6.
+6, so 21.
It hits.
Alright, so then I need to go for damage, would be the 1d10 plus 3.
Yes.
Which one's the d10?
It's kind of like the squatty top.
Yeah. Okay. Seven plus 3, 10.
So 10 damage. Alright. How many attacks do you have? 1? Actions?
How do you find that out?
I don't know.
Where
As
do
a
you,
paladin, you should have
where do you see how many actions?
We'll just say you have 2 and a bonus.
Actions. Bonus action.
Okay, so my bonus action is they're all spells.
No, you have 2 actions, so you're gonna
2 actions.
go to attack
Hit
again.
action.
Okay. So I can do the same thing again?
If you want to, yeah.
Okay.
So it'd be a D20 plus whatever that was, a 6. Or 5 or whatever it was.
16.
16 hits.
What's the 0? A 10?
Yeah.
Okay, so 10 plus 3 is 13.
13 damage.
Yep.
So that would make that a. Okay. So now we're back at the top, so it's going to be back to Ludovin. Ludovin.
I'm here, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go at it with some targeting.
So we'll have you run up and right between Dro and Aleda.
Did not get as lucky. I'm assuming a 13 doesn't hit.
No.
Alright.
Okay. Sapphire.
Okay. Multi-attack. And if they have 2 attacks, can I attack 2 or just 1?
You can attack one with one action, but if you have 2 attacks, you can attack 2 different targets.
Okay. I'm gonna start off with the one that's closest to me.
Okay, so that'd be
So,
number 4.
Number 4, yeah. So I'm gonna start off with number 4. So I'm gonna use a beak first.
Okay. Oh, I did change the thing because I keep forgetting.
Yep. Alright. So it's to hit.
It'd be easier if that was right here.
Alright. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay, so that is okay. 1d10 plus 5. Yeah. 1d10. Nope. D10. You're right. 8 damage.
8 damage. Alright.
And then still alive.
Yes.
Alright, then I'll use claws for the second attack on it. Same one for.
Okay.
Oh, nat 20.
Okay, that's a critical.
So plus 7, so 27. That definitely hits. And then also, that's a d8. It's 2d8. Where's my d8? Looks like my d8 should be right here. 10 damage.
Okay. Aleda.
Alright. Choppy hacky. Same one I hit previously.
Okay. That's one right. Is that the one to your left? That's the one to your left, right?
Yes.
Okay.
28. Natural. 17 plus 8, 25.
That's,
20. 24.
yeah. You just throw it.
Yeah, I figured it was pieces.
Which one's gone?
The one that was in front
Wait,
of
that was your damage?
No, those were 2 hits.
Okay, so now you have to roll your damage.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
8 plus 8, 16, 32. 1 plus 8, 9.
Okay, so how do you want to
Which
do this? Because you ended up actually killing 2 of them.
Okay.
1.5. Okay.
So which ones?
For the first swing, she just cuts through and
3.
continues.
And right into 4. Got it.
Again, as you slice through both of them, their torso staying intact, life comes back to their face, and for a brief moment of joy until they notice the pain, and as they reach, they realize they bring their arms up, and their arms that were down were cut off at the elbows, and they fall backwards, splitting into pieces. Kaplunk. Anak.
I need to
Yes,
change
there's
the
still
cards.
another one.
Oh yeah, cards.
Yeah, there is one in front of you.
Yep, there is 2 left. One in front of Ludovic and one in front of Dro, and you're like right next to Dro.
So I had to throw out my beer.
So it's like,
That gray guy right in front of you.
yeah.
They're not together, or they all?
They are within 5 feet, but they're not side by side like with you. They're like in a line away from you.
So if I move around behind them, they're both within 5 feet of each other?
Yes.
Are they within 5 feet of each other?
Yes.
I'm gonna move behind the one that's, yeah. And then I'm gonna hit him and then leave the second.
Okay.
Let's do the great weapon. I get 2. Only 22 minus 5.
17. That hits.
So let's do the first attack. Actually, I want to do this is the cleave hit. It is 21.
That hits.
So the first one takes 19 damage.
Isn't that doubled with oh yeah, the 10, so that's 19, yeah.
That's plus 10. And then this one's minus 5, so it's just straight die roll 6. It's like, yeah.
Just 11.
That'll be 6.
Oh, because you don't have the 5. Yeah.
Yeah, you take away 5, but leave.
Okay. Cool.
You want to do it again? Only was it 19 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
and 27 on the second.
That hits too.
For the first one, 21 damage, and then the second guy takes another 6.
so you cleave the crap out of it. Their limbs are hanging on by just mere tendons as they just lurching for you guys. Now it would be Doldrum's turn. Nope. Yes, Doldrum's turn.
Change the card.
Yes, the card.
You said there's 2 left?
Yep.
Alright.
Rectangle,
I'm gonna do this right this time. And I'm gonna make sure I use my heartbreaker. I'm gonna attack the Hunter's Mark guy. For 18.
It hits.
And
longer elevator go.
14 hits.
alright. Damage is 8 on the first one. The second one. Sure.
Somebody's puppy's not happy.
That's on the Hunter's Mark guy, and then my Heartbreaker, I'm just gonna hit with the second guy with 6.
Alright, so as you shoot your arrows, they, instead of being intended to hit both, they both go towards one. One sinks deep into the eye socket, but then the other arrow ricochets off, penetrating the neck
Oh wow.
of the one next to it. Just like the other ones,
She's gonna what?
life springs forth in their face for just a brief moment before death takes hold and they fall over motionless. You then suddenly hear music as the battle is over. Dun, 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 dun.
I spit my staff before I slap it back on my back.
Dun, 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 dun. All right.
Did we just level up? Level up.
So everybody gets 300 experience points
Okay.
because you haven't had experience points in like a year and a half.
Yeah. No.
Where is my,
I don't even know what my XP bar is.
No one knows how to do it anymore.
No.
300 you said, yeah?
Yeah.
We were at the bottom of level 5, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So you're starting off level 5, getting 300 in.
Alright. Not very much in,
I'm alright.
but that's okay. We just only need like 8,000 more.
Right. I know.
You said that was 300?
300.
We should have 6,800.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6,800 is how much I have.
So, as the battle ends, you stand breathless,
I'm looking for loot.
exhaustive. As you look down, you notice these are just mere inhabitants of the city wearing common street clothes for what an elven would wear. No weapons, nothing shiny and bright besides just the gilded gold tapestries that cover the clothing that they have. You look up and continue to see swarms of these, albeit husks of what was once lively individuals, frozen in spot, slightly twitching, while the other ghostly forms just kind of float around the prairie that's in front of you. You look at each other, not as wandering travelers now, but disruptors of fate moving through a land on the brink of transformation. your further steps into Levi should be taken lightly. And those who watch from the shadows already know you are coming. Dun dun dun. So with that, we'll close this session with the intention of you're going to be in the city next time.
Yeah.
So or in the kingdom. So I'd like to, between now and our next session, do like a real quick, not an actual session, but just kind of like a role play of like what you guys are going to be doing in the city.